Greetings, YouTube. I hope that as you're watching this video, you're happy and you're feeling entertained in some small sense. I'll try to do some leaning for you and stuff like that. Try not to bobble my head too much. Oh well. So, today is the 7th of September. 7th day of the 9th month. Did you know that September originally was supposed to be the 7th month? Yes, that's right. Sept meaning sept meaning 7. It's because of Julius Caesar and Augustus Caesar. And there you go. There might have even been a Junius. I don't know. Anyway. I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm taking the long way in because the road I usually go on is all gummed up with people building houses and stuff. Too many houses. Pretty soon I'm going to have to move farther away from where I am now, further south, I think, because it's all going to be houses on top of houses on top of houses, just like up north. And that's one of the reasons I moved here, is to get away from that. So now that they're all here, they've all followed me, I need to get the hell out of Dodge. Go farther south. Maybe 20 minutes more. Into a rural county. Hello, Slowpoke. So, let's see. Well, how am I feeling lately? I'll tell you how I'm feeling. I'm feeling depressed. And it's not like a boo-hoo kind of depression. It's more like a blasé, just unmotivated kind of funk I'm in. It's probably because the weather has been oppressively hot and humid and the bugs and all that, and so I haven't really gone outside much, just sitting around in the darkness in the house. So that sucks. My job has become much more difficult, much more time consuming than it used to be, and so that sucks. Trying to get my finances in better shape, and so that means, not as much spendiness. So all work and no play makes Mike a depressed little guy. And I know, boo-hoo, ride your bike more. I know, I will once the weather improves. I just can't stand riding in that heat. Ugh, it just kills your motivation. That heat and humidity. Ugh. But once we get that nice weather in the fall and the winter, I think my spirits will improve. I'll be able to walk around outside more, do yard work more. I'll feel more energetic, hopefully. And sure, the aches and pains. The aches and pains will be a problem. But you know what? I don't care. Oh, I kind of scared myself on that one. But at least I'm riding and having, moments of niceness. So maybe I'll tell you a story. What do you think, huh? I want to hear a story about my dad again. It's getting old, I think. Whoa. Man, I've been riding like an idiot today here. There we go. I'm responsible now. Look at that, huh? Look at that. All these people dropping off their kids. Back in my day, we used to walk to school. Anywho, as my girlfriend likes to say. Alright, so here's the story. It's about this giant guy who threatened to kill me in high school. So, let's go back to 1985. I very briefly dated a girl named Christine. And we broke up soon after, but we were friends. And I maintained minimal contact with her just because, you know, you drift apart. We're just friends. She moved to Florida. But before she moved to Florida, she had taken up with this guy who was about 7 feet tall. And I'm not joking, 7 feet tall. And just, he could have been a professional wrestler. This guy was humongous. I mean, even his turds probably had muscles. I mean, geez, this guy was giant. And he didn't move with her to Florida. She moved with her mommy to Florida. And one day, I get this bill in the mail. My mom shows me the bill. She says, somebody in Florida charged to collect call to our number. So I'm like, what? So I called Christine, because it was her number that was doing it. And I asked her what the heck was going on. She apologized, said that she was in dire straits at some point, and she was going to pay me back. And she did. She sent me a check for the $20 or whatever it was. Well, as she's on the phone with me, from Florida to me in Boston, her giant behemoth boyfriend tries to call her and gets a busy signal. Back in those days, they had busy signals, no voicemails. And so when he finally did reach her, he said, what the hell were you doing? Who were you on the phone with? She says, I was on the phone with Mike. Mike? Your ex-boyfriend, Mike? Yeah, don't worry. I was just talking about a collect call, whatever. Well, I didn't know any of that. I didn't know that he called. I didn't know she talked to him. I didn't know she told him that she talked to me. It was a non-issue for me because I was madly in love with Monique at the time. This is now, I've just jumped a few years ahead. This is now, I think, 1988, the spring of 88, May of 88, maybe. And I go out to my car. And when I get out to my car after school, I put my key in the door to open the car up, my Buick, and all of a sudden these hands just reach across my chest between me and the car and turn me around and lift me up off the ground and throw me up against my car. And there, confronting me, is this giant human with absolutely insane blazing fire eyes. And he's got one arm now holding me up against the car, and the other hand he's pointing with his finger saying, I'm gonna kill you if you talk to my girlfriend again. And he's just screaming and screaming and screaming, and I'm completely in shock. And I'm staring at him because, well, his eyes kind of transfixed me, first off. Second off, I'm looking at the guy and I'm thinking to myself, geez, he's got the same crazy face that my dad has. This guy is nuts. So he says, stop staring at me. What do you mean? I'm not staring at you, I'm just looking at you. So he drops me down on my feet and he pushes me, and I get shoved a few feet. My right foot said run, my left foot said stay and be a man. As if. And he just screamed a few more threats and off he went. So he's walking across this field in front of my car. I get in the car and I'm angry. Everybody's laughing at me. Aha, Jones, you fucking pussy. So I take the shifter and I go to shift into reverse, you know, and then I think all I have to do is shift it into drive and gun it, and I can make this man's life a living hell. And I can chase him around the field, I can run him over, I can hit him, you know, I don't care how big you are. A 3,000-pound car is going to beat you. I don't care if you're Hulk Hogan. So I thought of this for a second, and then I thought, you know, arrest, jail, prison, criminal record, life destroyed. So I thought better of it, and I put the car in reverse and just meekly went away. Well, I got home, and who do you think I called? You know who I called. I called my dad. I said, Dad, I got this problem. This guy is threatening my life, and so he says, all right, here's what we're going to do. I can't help you tomorrow because I'm working, but the next day, I'm going to hide in the bushes. And when you're walking out to your car, I'm going to jump out, I'm going to beat the living shit out of the guy. And I'll just say I was an innocent bystander and I saw this guy attack you. So I said, Dad, I don't really want to do it that way. So I didn't want to get him in trouble. Plus the guy was 7 feet tall. My dad's 6'2", and I know my dad could probably beat him, but it would be ugly. So I said, no, Dad, no. What I'd like you to do is accompany me to his house, because I know where he lives. I've seen him. How do you miss a 7-foot tall guy going into a house every day? I said, I'd like to talk to him and his family, rationally. So my dad was doubtful, but he just said, okay. So we go to this guy's house, we knock on the door. This little old lady answers the door. And I said, I'd like to speak with Glenn. I'd like to speak with you about Glenn. His name was Glenn. And we go in the house, and she calls Glenn out, and the dad comes out, and the dad and the mom are small people. They're smaller than him, like 5'6" maybe. And Glenn, you can hear him coming, stomp, stomp, stomp. You know, I smell the blood of a Mike Jones. And he comes into the living room, and he looks completely shocked. And the anger's starting to build. And I said, the reason I'm here is because, you know, what happened the other day, and I don't feel like that was appropriate for you to do that. And although I could press charges, I'm not going to. I'm here to talk to you rationally and calmly about the situation to resolve the problem. Well, the dad gets all mad. You're gonna call the cops on my son? And then, you know, Glenn is like, I'll kill you. And my father's looking at me like, what the hell did you get me into? Because, you know, he sees how big the guy is. And my dad's getting ready. He's getting in attack mode. I can see him revving up for nuclear attack mode. And Glenn points across the living room at me. And I swear to God, it's like his arm crossed the entire living room. That's how long his arm was. It went across diagonally like this across my dad. And my dad's looking at the arm, looking at the guy, looking at me like, you son of a bitch. And it's getting ready to explode, right? I'll kick your ass. I'll kill you. And it's looking real bad for me. What happens? Stay tuned for the next episode, because I gotta go. As you can see, I'm at work. I will talk to you later.